Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news, the Republican Party in crisis mode on the eve of the second presidential debate in the party's nominee Donald Trump is under fire for lewd sexual comments caught on video in 2005. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington.
GOP withdrawal. More and more Republicans are pulling their support for their nominee Donald Trump for vulgar comments caught on camera.
Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize.
A rare apologetic Trump tried to clean up the mess overnight, but today he was defiant, tweeting, "I will never drop out of the race, will never let my supporters down." This after a lewd locker room moment obtained by the Washington Post. Trump was heard in a 2005 conversation with former Access Hollywood host Billy Bush, talking about trying to sleep with a married woman identified as Nancy.
I moved on her like a but I couldn't get there, and she was married. Then all of a sudden I see her, she's now got the big phony.
Trump was on the way to a soap opera cameo when he spotted an actress.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
As Trump's campaign manager and high-profile surrogates rushed into Trump Tower, several GOP members, lawmakers, former presidential candidate expressed disapproval. Trump's running mate Mike Pence canceled an appearance at a Wisconsin event with House Speaker Paul Ryan, saying he was offended by Trump's words, but grateful he has expressed remorse. Ryan said he was sickened.
I put out a statement about this last night. I meant what I said, and it's still how I feel.
Hillary Clinton tweeted, "This is horrific. The fallout sure to impact Sunday's high-stakes presidential debate." Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
Voters on the Sun Coast have mixed feelings about Trump's comments. One Sarasota County couple tells us they don't think the presidential nominee's comments are a big deal.
Well, I think they're probably making a big thing out of nothing. For the most part, everybody said things that they regret in life. And it's just politics as usual.
I think people are trying to blow things out of proportion and just find something that they can talk about.
Other viewers expressing their disapproval on Facebook. Ryan Nichols writes he's just constantly digging his own grave. Destry Maynard writes, "Can't imagine this hurting his poll numbers. This will only hurt his chances of getting undecided voters to come to his campaign." Parts of the East Coast still dealing with damage caused by Hurricane Matthew. The weakening hurricane made landfall in South Carolina this morning, coming ashore between Charleston and Myrtle Beach. The roads are now flooded and filled with debris, as you can see there. An estimated 100 roads in the Charleston area were impassable this morning. Just north of Charleston, the hurricane has led to 3 more deaths in North Carolina. 2 of the victims were in Bladen County, trapped in a vehicle that was submerged in floodwater. Emergency crews have not been able to recover the bodies because they say floodwaters are still too high. The 3rd death was a driver in Sampson County.
As we warned earlier, this is a deadly storm. And so far in North Carolina, I'm sad to report that we have had 3 fatalities from this hurricane up to this point in time.
Residents in Wilmington, North Carolina are also weathering the storm. A power line was knocked down in a nearby community, hitting some trees and starting a fire in the town. There have been no reported injuries from that incident. Homes in Florida are slowly regaining power following the hurricane. According to FPL, there are currently 673,000 homes in the state without power. Now, none of those homes are in Sarasota or Manatee counties, and that's a much better number than yesterday when more than 1 million homes in Florida were without power. Hurricane Matthew did cause a bit of damage in the state. 4 people died in Florida as a result of the hurricane. Now let's head over to Steve Newman for a first check on our local weather today. Steve?
Well, Adam, we also want to take a look at Hurricane Matthew. That is a minimal hurricane, but it's still got a lot of punch with storm surge tides and torrential rains, life-threatening rains. But the good news is it's going to weaken overnight tonight, become a tropical storm, move out in the Atlantic, and by Monday lose its tropical characteristics and just become a low. Now, whether it folds back toward Florida. It really doesn't matter. It'll be significantly weakened, or it could get caught up in the general circulation and move eastward. Taking a look at radar, there is a threat of tornadoes inside that watch box for the Carolina Outer Banks and some of the Tidewater area there. We're also seeing the center moving on to the southeast of Wilmington, Delaware, Wilmington, North Carolina at this hour. And the strongest storms could produce tornadoes, but it's the rain, multi-inch, life-threatening rain, according to the National Weather Service, that is possible tonight through tomorrow morning. But look at us. We have not a cloud in the sky, hardly, and certainly no rain, and it's likely to stay dry for about a week. I'll tell you about our first hint of fall coming up when we come back in a few minutes. Adam?
All right, thank you very much, Steve. The body of a bank robbery suspect has been found at a motel in Bradenton. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office reports the body of Timothy Stephen Smith was found at the Royal Motel on Tamiami Trail Friday night. Bradenton police are investigating the death, which appears to be a drug overdose. The sheriff's office says Smith was a suspect in a bank robbery which took place on Tuesday. No money from the bank robbery was recovered when the body was found, and Smith was also a suspect in an armed robbery at a Sarasota Walgreens on Thursday. Florida Highway Patrol is asking for more information about a body found on Bradenton Road. FHP officers found Luis Balazar Osana's dead body in the roadway at 12th Street East and 59th Avenue Circle East. If anyone has any information about Osana's whereabouts on Friday night or Saturday morning, contact Florida Highway Patrol. The city of Sarasota recently voted 4-1 to approve a 9-month moratorium on medical marijuana dispensaries. But as ABC 7's Kate Flexter is here to tell us, some medical marijuana supporters say this should have been considered a lot sooner. Kate?
Well, Adam, the city made this decision ahead of Amendment 2 possibly passing in November's election. The amendment would broaden the list of illnesses that qualify a person for medical marijuana. The city clarified it's not against medical cannabis, but would instead use that time to figure out how to regulate these dispensaries. The city already regulates pain clinics and liquor stores and is looking to do something similar in this situation. But now some supporters of medical marijuana are saying the moratorium is too long and that those who need access to medical cannabis cannot wait 9 months.
We definitely want enforcement, which is law enforcement, to have its say and understand where we're going to zone this or these facilities designated should they come about.
They knew it was going to pass this time, so they could have been proactive and handled this ridiculous logistical problem a long time ago.
Even if Amendment 2 does pass in November, the city still has to wait at least 9 months for the Department of Health to put in place regulations for these dispensaries. Adam?
All right, thank you, Kate. We'll have more on that story later tonight. In other news, a new medical clinic in Sarasota is opening to the public, and it's where staff are specifically looking to help treat the uninsured. The Universal Crescent Clinic on Northgate Boulevard is free to all patients. UCC hosted an open house this afternoon. Primary care and specialty physicians offer exams to patients with and without insurance.
It's unprecedented. I haven't heard of a clinic like that, that would professionals would volunteer their time and knowledge, to help people without insurance or the ones that are just unable to afford insurance. I wouldn't have to worry about that. I would just know that I can show up, make an appointment, and I'll be fine, and it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg and a house mortgage.
Patients will not need an ID to receive treatment. The clinic says it's also motivated to help serve the immigrant population here in our area. Now over to the Suncoast Traffic Watch. 2 lanes are closed on I-75 southbound at the end of the Jeff Young Bridge in Ellington. The center and right lanes are closed because of a hole in the road. The northbound lanes are open. FHP now reports there's also a disabled vehicle in the southbound lanes, which may be adding to the traffic in that area. Still to come here on ABC 7, a busy Saturday for foodies. From beer and bacon to the area's finest, locals fill up at 2 food-centric events here on the Suncoast.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. Replacing your windows will not just beautify your home, but save you big bucks on your energy bills. I've done the research. I've seen the factory. New South Window is my hands-down choice.
New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2016 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Complimentary maintenance included. At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Vargas. Working the late shift can be tough on your health, but new research is showing it's not as bad for women as once thought. Monday on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you how working overnights impacts a woman's risk of certain cancers. John?
After a pretty nice weekend, we'll take a look at the work week ahead, let you know whether we'll have any more tropical impacts.
Monday at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Hurricane season is here, and Suncoast weather can go from this to this in seconds. So when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology so that we can bring you storm warnings faster and with more detail than ever before.
Plus, we focus on the Suncoast and track storms right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you. Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
Welcome back. A tasty afternoon at Nathan Benderson Park today for the lovers of beer and bacon. The Beer, Boats, and Bacon event has more than 80 craft beers for adults to try. The samplings all come from local breweries like Big Top, Motorworks, and Three Daughters. Bacon lovers got to sample some of the best bacon dishes from local chefs and restaurants.
I think it's great. I think it's a wonderful crowd and the band is good and it's a beautiful day and we're so lucky to have a venue like this. We feel very fortunate.
For the kids that are too young for beer and aren't a fan of bacon, although I can't imagine why, that's where the boats come in. Kids were able to learn how to row and watch other races. And after filling up on beer and bacon, foodies could head down to St. Armand's Circle. The St. Armand's Circle Association hosting Taste of St. Armand's this evening. The event showcases some of the Circle's award-winning restaurants. Each location shared a sample of some of their recipes.
We come out every year to support the restaurants and the charity, and it's just a fun event. Everyone comes down, you have drinks, you see your neighbors, and you try all the new foods that the restaurants are putting out. It's quite nice.
The event is great for all food lovers since it features a wide variety of samples. A Taste of St. Armand's runs until 8:30 tonight, although I don't know what's going to be left out there. Looks nice, though. Looks like a nice day. I was outside for a little bit today. Hot, though.
It was humid. It wasn't so hot. I mean, we're pretty close to normal for the high. It's the humidity, but it's going to go away. We have a hint of fall coming up. You're going to love it by this time on Monday.
All right, sounds good to me.
Taking a look today. Now, if you look carefully at this time lapse from our Lakewood Ranch camp, you can see how shallow the layer of moisture is above us. See how high those clouds are? Hardly went up at all. There's drier air aloft and drier air at the surface is heading our way. It's going to get here by this time tomorrow, I think. 82, that's not too hot, Adam. 82, the current temperature, dew point 73. That's the rub. It's still a little sticky outside. Our high temperature today, as I said, pretty close to normal, 88, 1 degree above normal. The record high on this date was Monday, October 8th, 1973. I was doing the weather here that day, 97 degrees. At the actual low last night, 79. But boy, it was really warm at dawn. I was up at dawn, and it was very sticky even then. Another look at Hurricane Matthew. There is that tornado watch in effect for Carolina Outer Banks and part of the mainland. A lot of rain, multi-inch rains. People are being warned in southeastern Virginia and eastern North Carolina that this could cause life-threatening precipitation through tonight and tomorrow morning. You can see by satellite that we were mostly fair today, but up to the north as that circulation around Matthew moves out to sea. The strongest winds right now at 75 mile an hour near the center, most of it offshore, according to the Hurricane Center, but most of the rain is onshore. So rain is the greatest threat, as well as storm surge tides right along through the Outer Banks and coastal North Carolina. Here's the RPM computer forecast showing that by tomorrow, late morning into the afternoon, that's going to be moving offshore. It'll become just a low pressure area. Will no longer have tropical characteristics by Monday. And this little swirl out here is Tropical Storm Nicole, which used to be a hurricane. It's just going to spiral out there between Bermuda and Puerto Rico, not affecting our weather at all. Look at how much rain's going to fall as Matthew moves out to sea. Over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain in some parts of eastern North Carolina. That's why the threat is so great for rain and flooding overnight. Now, how is this all going to affect our weather picture as Matthew moves out to sea? This is the cold front and the drier air, the leading edge of it, that will be here by this time tomorrow. As Matthew moves offshore, the front moves south. The drier air at the surface comes in and it becomes very pleasant. In fact, it's going to stay in place not only from tomorrow evening into Monday and Tuesday, and then it'll start to moisten up again. This is only our first front. By Wednesday, you're going to have the humidity back, but it's only the first of many cool fronts that'll bring us local relief for the next couple of months until we really get into midwinter and we don't have that humidity anymore. But remember last year, even at Christmas, we had humidity. A hint of fall, the weather headline coming up this week with lower humidities and also milder days and cooler nights. Well, I don't know if you can call it cool with temperatures in the 60s, but it's better than what we've had. Out on the water, the threat of rip current should ease tonight, so tomorrow it should be safer to swim. But check the flags if you're at the public beaches. North winds at 15 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet tomorrow with a moderate chop on bay and inland waters. Mostly sunny skies at the beach, Lido, Minnesota, and Siesta 89, the water temperature 83, the UV index 8. Here's my forecast for tonight. Clear and warm with our low temperature 75. And then for the next 7 days, you can see the overnight lows drop off to, look at it, 66 for Sunday night into Monday night, waking up to beautiful dry weather, and it stays dry until the chance of rain comes back next weekend. Adam?
Now, sports.
This Saturday, all about high school football on the Sun Coast. Several area games postponed in anticipation of Hurricane Matthew and picking up again this afternoon. Cardinal Mooney and Southeast High School kicked off at 11 this morning. Homecoming ceremonies also resuming. And the players just trying to stay cool, actually playing in the sun for a change. Second quarter, Mooney up 7-0. Quarterback Tristan Hillerich can't find an open man, and he's going to take it himself. 15-yard scamper. Cougars extending their lead to 14-0, and that was the lead entering halftime. Now, coming out of halftime, the Seminoles are facing a 4th and 1, and it looks like Alex Taylor was about to take a sack, but he finds running back Queon Birch, who puts a hand in the ground and takes off. 45-yard catch and run up the sideline. Seminoles finally get on the board in the third. But the ensuing Cougar drive, it was Bryce Williams, the Cougar running back, breaking free and getting into the secondary, dragging down defenders on his way to the end zone. Cardinal Mooney back in control, and they beat Southeast High School 28-7. Out of Door Academy hosting rival St. Stephen's today for the Headmasters Cup, and there's the MVP trophy awarded to the game's best players. Second quarter tied at 0. Fred Billy on the quarterback draw finds a crease and zigzags 40 yards for the game's first touchdown, making good use of those blockers downfield. Next drive, Billy handing off to the motion man, Chase Brown, and he's going to make the most of it. Trying to split the safeties for a touchdown. Looks like he might get by him, and it ends up taking 2 defenders to finally drag him down near the 5. The Falcons would score on the ensuing drive. Now, the Thunder offense desperate to respond, and they revert to some trickery. The double pass to number 12, Ethan Bertrand, gets ODA inside the red zone. Quarterback Gus Mahler would run one in moments later for ODA's first score. But the Falcons win the Headmasters Cup 41-18. Two more games resuming on Saturday include the Manatee High School Hurricanes taking care of business in their district. They dominate Palm Harbor University. And Bayshore High School still winless. They lose their homecoming game against Northport 35-12. In college football, the University of South Florida improves to 2-0 in the American Athletic Conference with a big win at facing East Carolina University. Running back Marlon Mack and QB Quentin Flowers had monster days, accounting for all 5 of USF's touchdowns today. It's the Bulls' 10th straight game with at least 35 points, and they also added a season-high 306 total rushing yards in this one. And later tonight, number 10 Miami hosts number 23 Florida State in an ACC grudge match. The Seminoles have won the last 6 meetings between the two, but Miami still leads the all-time series. Kickoff is at 8 p.m. right here on ABC. Join us after the game for the highlights and some more local news. BMX bike riders from around the world are in Sarasota for this year's Supercross World Cup. The Union Cyclists International Final Series is one of the top racing series in the world. The weekend's event is one of 5 stops for the World Cup, and it's being held at Sarasota's new BMX track at the Youth Complex. The series is followed by thousands of fans and broadcasted in over 70 countries. The semifinals and finals are scheduled for tomorrow. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
It's time to upgrade your favorite news app. Now, ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a dynamic brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Stay connected with new features that make it easy to submit photos, share stories on Facebook and Twitter, and save stories for reading at a later time. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store. ABC7's all-new My Suncoast News app. Just another way we're here for you. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here. Because
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, dining segments, local events, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 specialty programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device and download your free ABC7 app now. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Come experience the precision, performance, and power of the Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort, gizmos, and gadgets you'll find in a luxury vehicle. And right now, get up to 20% off. That's up to $14,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
West Manatee Fire Rescue is celebrating the opening of its new station. Station 1 hosted an open house this morning at its new location off Manatee Avenue. Families learned life-saving techniques to use in case of a house fire. They also dedicated the new building to Robert Klein, a firefighter they say inspired them all.
We felt it would be appropriate to name the station after Bob, being the first career firefighter, and the contributions that he made to the district. And I can't name them, there's so many.
I know he's definitely looking down, probably with tears in his eyes, excited to see everybody in the new building.
West Manatee Fire Rescue serves Anna Maria, Bradenton Beach, and Holmes Beach. The district also serves Cortez, Palmasola, and Northwest Bradenton. Christmas is right around the corner, and one group in Manatee County is preparing for a big event this holiday season. The Flight to the North Pole is an annual event in December for terminally ill children. The Manatee County Sheriff's Office hosts the event for 100 children and their families. The day is filled with a visit from Santa, presents, activities, and animals. Today, the Sheriff's Office hosted a fundraiser for the event by putting classic cars and motorcycles on display.
It's an awesome, as you can see, I mean, the participation is just overwhelming. And every year it grows and gets bigger and bigger, which is what it's all about. And every year, miraculously, we are able to make more and more money.
The nonprofit foundation was started in 1985 by a number of Eastern airline flight attendants and has grown ever since. Finally tonight, a surprise celebration fit for a hero. Neighbors, family, and friends at the local fire department in Biloxi, Mississippi came out to surprise Lieutenant Colonel Todd with a birthday celebration. He was also presented with flags given to him by members of the local VFW. Lieutenant Todd credits his wife for setting up the special day, but it wouldn't be a party without the help from his community. And we won't disclose Lieutenant Todd's age. I think that wouldn't be right to him.
It was a great honor nonetheless.
It is. It's an absolutely odd. Can you imagine walking out of your house like that and
That's
just
pretty cool.
seeing a bunch of faces? Sometimes we forget. We forget to say thank you. It's so simple.
Well, we have some hint of fall coming up. You're going to like the weather on Monday and Tuesday. Then the humidity's back.
All right, awesome. We'll catch you guys later tonight.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Let SWC Properties sell your home today. Take advantage of this great market and sell your home for the most amount of money in the least amount of time. SWC Properties gives you the benefit of full-service marketing that sells your home faster with the fewest hassles. There are no hidden fees, and now for a limited time we'll list your home for 50% off. Wouldn't it feel great to save thousands and feel confident with your move? Give us a call for details or visit swcproperties.com and contact us for free information packet and find out why. It's simple. We just market your home better.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Hurricane Matthew made its mark, and now you can help those in its path. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. We'll learn about Shelter Box and how this Suncoast company is making a big difference in disaster relief. Our trends expert is having a baby any day now, and she shows us products for when baby comes home. Plus, creative cocktails are truly an art with Pangea Lounge and J-Pan Restaurant in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station. We now rejoin our regularly scheduled program already in progress.
You know what else? United Healthcare Insurance Company has years and years of experience. What do you say?
I'm in. Join the millions already enrolled in the only Medicare Supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP. Remember, all Medicare Supplement plans help cover some of what Medicare doesn't pay and could really save you in out-of-pocket medical costs. You'll be able to choose your own doctor or hospital as long as they accept Medicare patients. And with these plans, there could be low or no copays.
You do your push-ups today.
Prepare to be amazed. Don't wait. Call today to request your free decision guide and find the AARP Medicare Supplement plan to go the distance with you. Go long.
Are you being denied credit or paying high interest rates? Your credit score could be the problem. You need Credit Repair Pros, where we work directly with the credit bureaus and your creditors to challenge inaccurate information on your credit report to help you transform your credit score into the one you need to get the things you want. Credit Repair Pros, where great credit begins. Call now for your free credit consultation.
Call 1-800-213-7582. That's 1-800-213-7582.